So Matisse, how are you feeling? It's been a while since we talked to you. How are you feeling in general? Not even just injury-wise, just life-wise.
Life is good. Yeah, weather's been weird.
Yeah.
Body's strong, which has been honestly like the most exciting thing. Like, it is so frustrating to not be able to just do what you know you're capable of. So, for me, that's probably like the most exciting thing, is just be able to be back to doing just like using my body the way I'm used to, being able to like call on it to do the things that I've always known I can do. So that's been nice. And then obviously being a basketball player again is great. It's been tough to be a basketball player that can't play basketball.
Has it really been tough to not be able to go out there and play with the guys? And what are you trying to do to try and help yourself mentally in those situations?
Yeah, I mean, it's been so long, the relationship to that's actually changed over the process. Like, at first, yeah, it's really frustrating. I'm, like, angsty and upset and wanting to, like, find ways to just, like, get back out there. But once realizing the severity of the injury, I had to accept that it's going to take time. And then the relationship then just became that of doing my rehab and showing up every day and being excited about the little steps that I was making towards getting back to where I am now. So it's been a bit of a journey, and yeah, not one I've known before.
What was the severity of the injury? Was it just a really bad ankle sprain? Is that all it was, or what was?
Yeah, it was grade 2-3, so like leaning more towards 3. So, I mean, I've talked to like so many people about it now, and like the overarching sentiment is like with ankle sprains this bad, sometimes it's better just to break it than to sprain it, because the recovery time with like all the ligaments that were torn just takes so long, and with like a bone it can just like, you know, heal back up and it's just as strong. Yeah, like it was a whole process, and then to like have it happen in conjunction with a different injury, just like to start with a knee, then do the ankle as bad as I did, and then have those then like be married as like one giant injury trying to be dealt with. Made it quite the process.
And it happened going to the basket, right, in practice? Is that?
Yeah, it was like I was a couple of days away from being back in the rotation, and we were just playing 2-on-2 and like no contact. I just stepped too far out of my body and rolled over it, heard a nice little pop, and.
So you didn't come down, you stepped.
Stepped, yeah.
You talked about it media day, how much fun playing defense is. Just what is it going to be like to get that source of fun back in your life after this much time out?
I think the beginning's going to be a little frustrating, just having to like feel it out again, because I got to get a feel for the guys, they got to get a feel for me again, and playing defense is like very much a group effort, and so I think there'll be a bit of a learning curve, but I know that my instincts will take over, and like there's a way that I'm used to playing, that my body and my mind likes to do it, and once I can get into that state more easily, I think that's when the fun will really start.
What have you been seeing from the defense this year, particularly with the forward combo of Denny and Thybulle?
Our development coach always says positional size. Like he's always harping on that, and Denny and Thybulle have that like across the board, not only height-wise but just strength-wise. And the fact that you can put Thybulle on a point guard and Denny on a center, and have extreme efficiency and just like their ability to stop players from doing what they want to do has been like I think kind of like a secret weapon for us, because teams have been wanting to play small, especially with DC being at the rim and like the problem that he's caused for them, and it's no problem. Like teams go small, it's like we still have an elite defensive lineup that can go out there.
How do you expect to fit in the rest of the season?
I'll get in where I fit in. I really don't know. Like I don't want to like coming into a season this late. It's kind of crazy, and not wanting to take away from what's happening, because like I feel like we found ourselves to a certain degree, and not wanting to like add to it and junk things up. But I think the nature of who I am as a player fits in most situations pretty well. So just trying to trust that, and you know, just see what coach wants and see how I can complement the guys.
Matisse, you talk about kind of it being a while since you've been out there and kind of retraining yourself to be a player almost. Like how much of that is mental and just like feeling confident in your body and knowing what you can do out there in the court when you haven't been able to do it in a while?
I mean, yeah, it's weird. Like, so the example I've been using is like when you don't shoot for a while and you get in the gym, you gotta like rep a couple out just to feel it, see like what's my arm doing, where's the hoop, that whole thing. And that's what I've been feeling with like my whole body. As far as like defensively, offensively, it's like how do I move in relation to other players? What am I doing on the ball? How do I react to pass fakes? And just having to do the reps to feel it again. Because like mentally, I feel like I have an understanding of what I want to do, and I've seen enough times that I recognize the situations, but just feeling it in my body again, just to know like, okay, this is what it feels like, and this is how like things will respond to me. And so yeah, it's really just been a process of like feeling the reps again.
What have you been doing for this 6 months or whatever to kind of keep yourself? I know I've seen you at a couple of remix games. Like, what have you been doing just kind of stay busy, keep yourself occupied while you haven't been able to actually get on the court?
Funny you asked that. I've been so much busier being injured than when I was playing. Like, rehab every day takes so much longer. And then if we had any sort of team event practice or anything, my day was twice as long because I'm doing something on the front end and on the back end, and then doing what I can with the team when they're here. So if anything, I haven't had that much downtime, and the downtime I do have is like a necessary part of the recovery, like the whole process. So yeah, it's been like guys who've been through it know it, but like, and I talked to Rob about it a little bit, but just like, yeah, when you're injured, like you're busy. It's early mornings and you're the last one in here. Cool.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good to see you.